The Bears fire an OC, and I got to dive right into this, Shaun, because your guy that you played with, shared a locker room with, Dan Orlovsky, is again defending the player over the franchise, and it's never the player's fault. It's always the franchise. The Chicago Bears are the barrier. Take a listen.
A lot of Bears fans, and I know a lot of them closely and personally, who are freaking out today. Should they be?
Absolutely. This offense is broken, and they're breaking the quarterback. This is as broken a pass game as you can have in the NFL. There's nothing better, or there's nothing that is getting better. The same issues, holding the football too long. So just a couple clips. Man coverage. I mean, we're holding on to the football for almost 5 seconds. No one was open. Check it away. Do something. We have to play faster at the top of our drops. 3rd and 7. Caleb drops back. No one's open. Okay, great. Move. Get off your spot. Playing so slow at the top of your drop is an issue. That ball should be out right now. DJ Moore, you're picking the top guy. It's late, and then it's a missed throw because your feet are so late. This is a curl flat read. Everybody in the NFL. Caleb is running from the pocket, getting out of the pocket before anybody's actually even in their route. The pocket, just one shuttle move, and you could throw that football down to that curl over the top at the top of the screen. The quarterback at the top of his drop is playing way too slow. He's seeing it way too slow. There are moments when guys aren't open. He will not throw the football away right now. The offense, there's nothing easy. I don't like the scheme. I don't think they're doing anything to help people get open. That's how you get a broken offense.
All right, let me be Dan Orlovsky for a minute and be the JB term of it. So this is what, because you move your hands a lot, Dan, doesn't mean you know shit. So I just want to be clear. So here's what I'm going to say. The painted nail one is sitting there, and every time Dan said the word he, meaning the quarterback, how the hell, Dan, are you blaming the franchise when everything you just said was he won't throw the ball away? He won't climb up in the pocket when it's clean. He won't see it. He won't throw it. Isn't that a quarterback problem, not the franchise? I'm confused, Shaun. You're a quarterback. T-Rich, you played in the league. I'm trying to figure out why the team's not pissed off when you take a sack when you have a clean pocket, because your ass can't see it is a you problem, not the franchise. Am I wrong?
If Bailey can go to my Twitter, I actually retweeted and responded to Dan on that first video. And I was like, listen, stop making shit up. this is an outbreaking route. Like, he's supposed to be throwing this ball with anticipation. The flat route is open, and then talking about the system is screwed up. I'm like, man, Dan, cut it out.
Do you think it has something to do
to that initial one?
All right, Bailey will find it, I'm sure, as the great producer he is. I'm curious though. You think that has something to do on the flip side of his counterpart defending cover 2 in Mina Kimes?
You comparing Orlovsky to Mina Kimes? I mean, I think Orlovsky be making shit up and seeing shit that I don't see a lot, but I ain't gonna put him in Mina Kimes grouping.
Hey, Mina Kimes say cover 2 is the reason quarterback plays so bad, but then on the other side, quarterback plays the best she's ever seen. So I'm trying to figure it out. All right. Here's Shaun. Here's Shaun. Shaun said, damn, I'm not even anti-Caleb, but you are tripping on that first play. He has to anticipate the comeback and the deep out route by Moore. Also, the flat route is open as well. Just saying, don't start making shit up, my guy.
I had, and I don't really like to do that publicly, but like sometimes he gets so carried away. Like, Dan, let's pull this back in for a second, dog. Come on.
So like, Dan up there just making like, bro, like, this is the crazy thing though. Like this shit happens, right? Mm-hmm. And these owners listen to this. These GMs listen to that stuff, and then
all the fanboys, fantasy football play guys.
And next thing you know, somebody's fired or somebody's cut because of what these guys are on here saying, and they're putting out the wrong information.
Yeah, it's unbelievable to me, man. I don't get it. I want to. You both played in the league. Let me ask you both in the locker room right after that game. Are they not sitting there and saying, "Man, the Bears screwed you, Caleb. I'm sorry you're in our locker room with us." No, they're saying, "Man, you got to play better. Throw the damn ball away. Don't take a sack." I'm trying to figure out how you think they're really in there blaming the organization, Dan. You were there, and Shaun was with you in Detroit. I'm just trying to say, I'm trying to figure out how you defend the. I don't get why you never put this is an over-delivering or overpaid, under-delivering era at quarterback. I that's my thing. Shaun has a little different spin on it, but I think it's an overpaid, under-delivering era, man. I don't know.
I just think, man, listen, y'all got to stop. And when I say y'all, I'm actually talking to the actual organizations. Y'all got to stop thinking that college talent equals consistent NFL production immediately. The jump from college football to the pros is significant, man. When you play quarterback at Southern Cal, you may play 2 defenses that year that are legit. They can match up athlete for athlete. You know, they got 4 defensive linemen. Man, when you get in that league, man, every week, man, all those guys are elite, man. Them defensive linemen, good as they ever been. Those guys can cover the schemes that you're looking at. Like, it takes time, and you have to fail a lot when you're a Caleb-type player that plays outside of the fundamental, like, system. All of his explosive plays are, I'm faster than the D lineman in college, so I'm going to run around. My wide receivers are better than most of the DBs, so they're going to scramble drill, and we're going to create big plays. He finding out it ain't like that in the NFL. First of all, your receivers ain't out there for that. They're going to look at you crazy like, man, that's running, dog. Like, I done ran this goddamn deep dig, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. Then you're going to start finding out them boys can't get paid because you ain't getting them the ball consistently. And they're going to start looking at you funny, you know. They'll start sending your ass to voicemail when you call, you know, they were answering them texts right back initially. Going to be the next day now.
Yeah, it's crazy because at the end of the day, like he said, like bro, it's like if you don't have the mindset of thinking like every year is a contract year, you in trouble. Like I'm telling you, because it's gonna come that year, especially when it come contract year to where
well, them stats matter.
Yeah, like, and if you're not with the old boys, that's not your team. That's not your, like, man, listen, bro, you on the outside. Like how, like.
And JB, he getting smooth cussed out in the O-line room every Monday.
Oh, yeah.
Because that stat say Bears give up 6 sacks, and them boys in there like, man, 4 of them sacks was after 5 seconds of protection. Oh, he getting cussed smooth out.
All right, so I got another beef, and I don't know if Bailey can find it, but so on ESPN this morning on Get Up, what's the dude's name? Foxworthy or whatever?
Foxworth.
Dominic blamed Keenan Allen and DJ Moore. Why are they so defending of Caleb Williams? Because they all picked him to be the GOAT before the season, I think. That's what I think. So Keenan Allen, who was a stud forever from Cal onto the Chargers, is now just digressed. And DJ Moore, who had a pretty damn good year last year with
Justin Fields. Yeah. Now he can't play no flavor.
All of a sudden, he's bad. So they're the problem now, not the quarterback. This shit is mind-boggling to me, dog. I don't understand. Like,
Michael Penix had Roma Dunze looking like a top 10 pick. Now all of a sudden he can't play.
What he done?
Y'all remember Dunze dad showed that Target tape earlier in the year. Remember they were getting on a Dunze for not being producing, and his dad went on Twitter and posted a video of how many times Dunze be open.
That's the problem, man, when you have like the Mina Khans and all. Listen, it is what it is, man. I just think that those guys come out there and spit this rhetoric like T-Rich said, and then that's what becomes gospel. Because the normal fan, the average fan who plays DraftKings FanDuel, who never played, never coached, don't have a clue about what they're looking at. Caleb got him 40 draft points one day, and now they think he's the shit. I'm just telling you, that's just real talk, dog. I don't know. That's just my take on it, but I don't know.
But it's just like what Shaun just said. Like if like y'all think this college talent, like especially at the quarterback position, and most of the time for real, like sometime at the receiver position, the cornerback position too. Like that early splash onto the scene, like it don't happen like that, man, because like these guys has been like studying their craft for years before you was even thought of for an NFL player. And these guys are out here feeding their family. This is their livelihood. Like, I'm not for letting no kid, no rookie come out here and make me look crazy so they can replace me. This is who they bringing me in for? This is who they break? Oh, okay. All right, cool. This is what we're doing. Like, you got to understand that. Like, but what these folks want, they want this. I call it the microwave effect. Instant grits. They want that instant grits, and you get that for a second, right? Then them guys are nothing. They're lumpy grits. They're the wet grits. Like, it's crazy, man. But don't give them kids a time to develop, man. Like, I think everyone, like, quarterbacks should at least, and this is me personally, if you got it, you got it. I get it. But at least a year behind a guy that can make you valuable, like they did your guy out there, Aaron Rodgers.
Mahomes, Brady, everybody. I mean, they all set. Like, you know,
I think one or two things, JB. Either you have to have a veteran so he can sit and learn, or you have to be honest with the fan base about the expectation. Like, they don't want me on radio in Chicago anymore because before the season, I said, y'all are like the Cowboy fan base right now. Y'all are delusional. Like, y'all are talking 10 wins, playoffs. I was, man, this kid is not ready to play at a consistent level. Y'all going to have to let this kid fail and accept the failure and then build upon the things he did wrong. And hopefully in year 2, he'll be a consistent quarterback.
2 guys that played in that organization come on this show. Brian Urlacher and Tank Johnson both said the same thing. Like, we're delusional. And Urlacher grew up a Cowboys fan. He's like, I said your Bears the other day. And he was like, don't say my Bears. I'm like, that's Urlacher and Tank. And they're like, this is a delusional organization. And here's why. You drafted Caleb at quarterback when you already had a guy in Justin Fields who had 3 years under his feet wet in the league as a starter and was getting better. Then you don't have no help with him. Now you get him help. Just imagine year 4 this year with him at the helm, and you draft the tackle that the Chargers got. And then you go get, let's say you still can get, probably could have got Udonzi. You could have had him too, and now you're a better team. I don't get it, man. That's a bad organization, and it's ran bad. We got